I'm back! One little insect couldn't keep me down! I'm back in the town! And I'm pretty happy about that. And I hope you are too. What the hell is this? Let's celebrate! I'm in a celebration mood! We're going to watch a Matilda. Chris from the PBPS clan. Yeah, guys! We're going to watch a couple of games today to celebrate. I guess I owe you guys an explanation. What the hell was up with that video yesterday? Was that comedy? Was that trolling? Was that someone faking his own death? No, it was real. I almost died. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Let me tell you the story. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm a little bit... apparently my mental faculties will not be 100% for about 5 to 6 days. 5 to 7 days? So about a week is what they told me. Where the synapses and the way your brain fires, not everything's not firing properly, but it's good enough. The hell? You guys get a video every day, and I'm gonna... Do you want to hear the story? Okay, let me tell you the story. We're gonna watch this guy in his Matilda because it's freaking good, and that's what we do here. We share stuff from you guys that after you send it to me, and we enjoy ourselves, especially when we're alive. So what happened? So I went away for the weekend, just a little relaxing weekend. Went to a cabin in the woods in British Columbia to do some swimming and paddleboarding and fishing. I'll make a video about, because I did a lot of filming before I was rushed to the hospital. Yeah, I should do a video about the weekend. Fuck the tanks. I'll show you some like real live life stuff. But anyways, was enjoying myself swimming and paddleboarding. I went out fishing one day in the morning. It was a great day, beautiful. And I was just standing there and felt a little ping on the back of my knee, and it was a freaking wasp bit me. And I swatted him right away and killed the little prick. And, it swelled up a bit, and it was like, well, this is, doesn't feel right, but, I'm not going to let that stop me. So I just waded into the water. Look at this Matilda. You keep watching. I'll keep talking. I waded into the water to get the cold water on the leg. It felt better. Felt a little bit strange, a little, like, uneasy, or I don't know, like, what the hell? Hands felt a little tingly, but whatever. Spent the next hour or two fishing and this and that, and I eventually made it back to the cabin and was sitting around a table waiting for some burgers to be cooked, enjoying kind of the end of the day, and I felt a little something weird on my left teat. I kid you not, my left teat. Right on the left teat. Something like, when you feel something kind of on your, I don't know about women, but guy, if you feel something on your teat, you kind of do that. You move the shoulder, the shoulder on the same teat side. You kind of do the little shoulder moving back and forth. Like, what is that? You kind of move. I did that. And when I did that, I felt that it's like a little tickling, a little, and pain. And it was the left teat. Did I say it was the left teat? I can't remember. The mental faculties. But anyway, so then I reached over with my right hand to my left teat, and when I put my hand on my shirt, I could feel underneath the shirt something kind of moving and buzzing and then pain again, and it was another one of those freaky little wasps had somehow crawled under my shirt and was biting me probably for the 7th time. And I had him there pinned between my shirt and my skin with my hand holding him, and he's buzzing, and I'm trying to grab him with a squish him, the little prick, but he kept moving around, and I grabbed the shirt and made him like a fist with the thing in there, and had him in there, and I was trying to pull the shirt off over my head, holding him in there. I couldn't get the shirt off because I'm holding it with. And I squished him as I pushed him on the table until I smeared his exoskeleton squished body all over the inside of my shirt. Freaking out, mainly because there's an insect under your shirt. Who wouldn't freak out? If you were a woman, you would really freak out if there was an insect under your shirt biting your left teat. Anyway, thought, holy shit, what are the odds of that? Like, holy shit. And got a cube of ice and put an ice cube on the it looked like a big red blob. There was probably 3 or 4 or 5 bites. And just kind of sat there. We were sitting around the table, and I felt okay. I'll just keep some ice on it and see what happens. And then it started happening. Then it started happening. A little bit of an uneasy, queasy feeling, followed by a slight lightheadedness, a little bit of tingling in the hands and feet, and then what happened was the strangest thing. Imagine you're looking at the screen right now. Your peripheral vision, what can you see? Maybe the wall or your couch or the rest of the room. You see it in your peripherals, the ceiling, the floor. Your peripheral vision. You see things that you're not looking at, right? That's your peripheral vision. That started to become white and slowly started to collapse closer and closer and closer to the center, so that what I could see started to become just a circle in front of me, which kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And everything around, which used to be peripheral vision, became a white, foggy haze. I think this is what they call the white light. And then started kind of wavering, feeling numb, and slurring my words. Apparently I was shouting and screaming hysterically is how I was screaming instructions to people hysterically. But I did not lose total control of my mental faculties. I was smart enough to realize that, hey, I'm going into anaphylactic shock here. My blood pressure is dropping like a rock. I'm losing circulation to my head, blood circulation, because my vessels are becoming dilated as a reaction to this wasp venom that's been injected into that I must be allergic to. So I knew this, and I thought, well, I need to get to the bathroom and put cold water on my face is what I thought I should do. So I staggered to the bathroom, knocking over a chair on my way, and I made it to the bathroom and got to the shower and turned the shower on cold, and I had no shirt on, but I knew I was going to stick my top into the shower, and for some reason I took my pants off because I knew enough that I didn't want to get my pants wet, I guess. I removed them, so I was in my underwear, and I stuck my head into the shower, but I was wavering, so the shower was hitting the back of my head, the side of my face, my shoulders, my back, my head, as I wavered back and forth and back and forth with the shower hitting me, which kind of woke me up a little bit, but the whiteness started to collapse more, so all I could see was a little tiny tube surrounded by white haze. You notice the game is over and we watch the post-game stats, and now I'm running just some random click because I don't care, and I can't juggle more than one thing in my mind. So the shower wasn't really working, but I was all wet, including my underwear, and I thought, well, how do I get circulation to my head? And I thought I'm a scientist, I should know these things, but I was kind of losing it and ready to fall over. But then I realized that's what I got to do. So I lied down, and I lie down on the floor on my back, and I put my legs up against the wall. So there was this man in his underwear, all wet, lying on his back with his legs up against the wall. Oh, and I forgot, I had turned all red, beet red, like I was completely sunburned, like a tomato. So there was a bright red man lying on the ground, all wet in his underwear with his feet up on the wall. And as this happened, what I described, while that was happening, someone had called 911 near the beginning of this story, and it was right about this time when the first responders entered and walked into the room and said, I heard one of them say, "Now, who is it that has the problem? Who is it that has the?" And I looked up in a stupor, and when you don't have peripheral vision, you have to look around a lot because you don't see all around you. You only see a small tube, and so even though there's two people standing close to each other, you have to look left and right and left and right and left and right to be able to see both of them. And I put my left arm up and I said, "It's me. I'm the one. I was attacked by the wasps. They stung me on my left teat." And then my hand collapsed on the ground. And next thing I know, I felt a pain in my left arm, and they were injecting me with adrenaline. They injected me with adrenaline, and immediately when they injected me with adrenaline, my head started throbbing, and your whole body, you can feel, contracts as if you're being squeezed under tremendous pressure. And you shake. You start shaking uncontrollably, and you jump up and you say, "I'm awake!" And I looked around, and I can't remember all the details, but I know I started shouting instructions and trying to explain to the paramedics what to do and where to go and how to handle things. But they were really good about it, and they rushed me to the hospital, where, as you watched yesterday, I was taken care of and observed for a while, and eventually released. And told that for the next 5 or 6 days you will feel uneasy and maybe not be yourself, and maybe you should take it easy. And now I have to carry around this thing called an EpiPen, which is an automatic injection device which injects epinephrine into you in case you get stung. And I searched everywhere. There's a shortage of them. And funny, in British Columbia now, if you are a First Nations member, a person, or a drug addict that goes to one of the free safe injection sites, they give you these EpiPens for free. If you're a drug addict or a First Nations that just shows up at one of these safe injection sites, you can have one for free. But if you're a regular schmo like me who is deathly allergic to wasp stings and will have an anaphylactic reaction and die if you're stung, well, then you have to buy one for $180, and you have to go on a waiting list because they don't have any available right now. That's how the healthcare system works in Canada. So I'm trying to stay away from insects, and I'm gonna be here every day for you guys, because a little insect could not take me down. I'm still here, and I tell you guys, there's magic out there. There's more to life and the universe than we can understand. And somehow I was from some force or some interaction in the universe guided the whole situation to the point where this is what you have now, still every day, kicking, full of piss and vinegar for everyone to enjoy, including me. And we're gonna end it this way because I don't know how to end it. Ready? Enjoy! There's magic out there everywhere. Bab Solo here knows and believes in magic. Sometimes there's a magical force that we don't understand that just watches over us and makes even the most daunting, scary situation easy through magic and and through processes that we don't understand. Sometimes things just work out and we just have to give thanks. You just have to look up into the stars and say, I believe in magic. Oh, it's true, everyone. You all have to admit that there's more to life than meets the eye. Sometimes life is like a stream of bat piss. I just meant that you sometimes stand out like a shaft of golden light when all about you is darkness. You get it? Because bats, it's dark and they piss. I don't know why I said that, but it seemed to fit. Come on, give me a break. This is a long video. How long do you think I can keep this up? For crying out loud. But anyways, guys, I love you all. And let's finish it off in style here. This is Klaus's World, baby, for the win!
I didn't rehearse this. I have no idea what I'm going to say between clips. I'm making it up as I go along, because that's what I do. Yeah.